Right, welcome to 10 Things We Hate About Korn. We've done 10 Things We Love, now it's 10 Things We Hate About Korn. Which, if you know us, should be pretty easy and pretty straightforward. Although I've tried to be a little bit mix of jokey and serious. There's stuff I absolutely can't stand about what Korn have done, but there's stuff that I'm just like, you know what, that's just more silly than anything else.
Yeah.
I'm going to start because it's going to follow on from the last point he made in the Love video. So go back and watch that.
Yeah.
And one of the things I hate about Korn, because I was never a guy who wore these kind of clothing, is the outfits, Adidas tracksuits and shit. Couldn't stand it as an image.
Yep.
Absolutely. I wanted my rockers and metalers to look like badasses. And then these idiots rolling around with Adidas tracksuit bottoms on them. Used to hate in school that, you know, your status was based upon what shoes you had and all that. Yeah, and it's something I've tried to not instill in my son. And, I think modern day it's not such a big deal. But back then in the 90s, particularly coming over from a different country and this thing, couldn't afford much. You're wearing high-tech fucking trainers and you're getting a lot of shit at school just because you not got a brand trainer. Then here come Korn rocking out Adidas shell suits, making us all look like twats, Yeah. But he loved it, so I hated it.
Yeah. Well, my first hate one is the obvious one, to be honest with you.
Go on.
I hate how they dismiss metalers after becoming famous enough.
Are you is this in the last few years, or
this is really around the whole dubstep thing when we're not new metal, we were never new metal.
Yeah, I've got the same one.
I write things down the way that I take them, so it may not be exactly word for word accurate, but I literally wrote they dismissed metalers after becoming famous, which is unforgivable, really.
I wrote the same one, and I wanted to get the year right, so I went and found the quotes and all that, and it basically equated to saying that we're not a metal band, we've got this music and so on and all that. It's that bullshit that bands do, and I get it, you don't want to be labelled, because being labelled might mean a certain amount of audience, but the whole point of labelling, guys, is so that we can people can identify where you fall into, and if you've got, with so many bands out there, you need a label, because people who like black metal will then go to your black metal band and so on and so forth. And Korn, I get it, it's been around a while, they've done a vague amount of stuff, but saying that they weren't a metal band, they said this in 2017.
Yeah.
It's just like, I remember at the time and being like, the fuck are you talking about? What were you then? What don't be idiots.
It doesn't make any sense. And that's the thing, that's why it frustrates the hell out of me, because they said that in 2017 when they just released whatever their most recent album was. I can't remember the name of it now.
Oh, the Serenity of Suffering.
Yeah, which is the closest they've been to
heavy
metal for a long time. Which features people like Corey Taylor, from that not metal band Slipknot. It compared to the dubstep-y stuff that came previous.
Yeah.
I can't understand how you can do all that dubstep stuff and then come out with your most recent album and be like, no, we're not metal though. I don't get it. They confuse me. And I don't want that from a band.
I swear they confuse themselves sometimes with some of the shit they come out with. Right, my next one is, it's Poor Freak on a Leash, but fuck me, gotta be up there. Top 10 most overplayed songs, thanks to channels like Kerrang and all that. Like, I can picture that. I haven't seen that video in years, but I can picture that fucking video. And it kind of became, again, because it was so overplayed, it became cool to hate. It's a banger of a tune, but it's just like, let's be honest, if it came onto your car stereo, would you skip it?
I probably would. Korn anymore, do I? Refuse to.
Well, there's but yeah, I'd skip it because I don't want to hear it.
I know we're doing 10 things here, but let me just quickly say, when I did the 10 things we love about Korn, because of having to and I haven't listened to them for such a long time, remind myself and all that sort of stuff, and remember some of the songs, the albums, what position they were, and all that sort of stuff. And I kind of finally have hit that point where I'm starting to be okay and feeling like I can listen to them again. So actually I went onto my music player the other day and I downloaded not all their albums, but like a select few songs from a select few albums. Right. Because I'm okay with listening to it again.
Okay, it's been rehabilitated.
I'm hoping that, if anyone else feels filthy and dirtied by Korn and what they did to us, because I'm going to cry now. I feel like if you watch our 10 things we love about Korn, it might remind you why we love them in the first place, and then you might find it within yourself to go back and try it again.
This is fascinating. I 100% agree with what you're saying. Well, I haven't gone back with Korn. It's really interesting to say that. Is again, staying slightly off topic, but recently we did, I've done a 10 things horror one. First one of the horror, with a new member of YouTube videos, which I will not reveal until you see it yourselves. And it was about The Exorcist. And I've seen The Exorcist fucking loads. But after talking it through and going through the points of love and hate, remember at the end just going, yeah, I want to watch it again now. And it's kind of like that. It reminds you of something, you know. But
then we did the 10 things we hate about Korn, and I remembered every reason why I stopped fucking it. So as I leave here tonight, I'll be deleting every one of them.
I love this. He's being rehabilitated. How fun it will be if the album that comes out this year is just like it's fucking Ariana Grande.
It could be anything. That's the thing now, and that's why you can't trust them anymore. It doesn't mean that it doesn't change my opinion of their earlier stuff anymore. Yeah. Whereas before it slightly tainted it. But I don't trust them as a band these days.
Yeah. Was it was you next? Yeah, I did Freaking Unleash.
Kind of leaning on to that. This is quite straightforward, and I doubt many people would disagree with me. I hate all of their dubstep bollocks musically.
Oh well, obviously, I'll jump in as well. I've got I've put the dubstep period,
and this isn't anything to do with hating dubstep, hating hip hop, hating anything like that. It is musically, I hate it.
Yep.
I did not think anything on them albums stand out as being worth listening to.
And you reviewed Path of Totality.
I tried it, and I went into it with an open mind as much as you can. And I tried to get into it, and I just thought, this is shocking. And musically as well. Not shocking because it's Korn, just what the hell is this?
Yeah, this isn't very good.
Ridiculous.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a dark period in their thing, and I guess they had to get out of the system. It's the Lulu of Metallica, but Korn had more than one. With Path of Totality and another one, I can't remember what it's called. The Paradigm Shift?
Paradigm Shift.
Yeah. So When It Was Suffering was the latest one, so that's the metal one. Yeah. Cool. All right. Well, you'll agree with this one. It wouldn't surprise me if you have this one. Might have had it in the love one actually, but I put it as a hate one. I hate that Issues isn't appreciated more, but I also hate that now people, when they talk about Korn, go, "Yeah, Issues was pretty good, wasn't it?"
Yeah.
Fuck you, man. Where were you like 20 years ago?
I don't have it in my hate. I had it in my love.
Yeah.
When I talked about their cracking albums, I said forgetting about Life Is Peachy, Issues.
Yeah. Banger, and you talked about honesty in the loved one as well. Like that's probably excluding certain songs on the debut. Incredibly honest with just some great fucking songs. There are some stinkers on it, but that's a Korn album. I don't think there's a Korn album that's wall to wall banger. No. But I really I've always liked Issues. So don't be jumping on our bandwagon, damn it.
Yeah. Right. I'm trying to get basically all my ones around the whole dubstep thing out of the way.
Right.
They're not, my whole list is not all about that period, but I have got one. This is probably the last one directly in that period.
Go
on. I hate how they, by doing what they did, and by the fact that I took it quite personally, that it really tainted their image of them to me so much, and mainly because I've never seen Korn live.
Oh yeah.
And I don't know if I'd ever go to see Korn live now. And I would have loved to have seen Korn, like the stories you were saying about, Blind Live and all that. But I don't want to go there and hear anything else other than that old stuff.
Yeah.
Now, if they come out and they do like a 25th, 30th anniversary tour of this album, I'll probably be bang up for it. But other than that, I don't know if I'd spend what would probably be 80 quid for a ticket.
It's going to be
to see Korn.
Yeah.
And think that I might get 3 or 4 songs from the old days, and I might get all of that.
Yeah.
So I hate the fact that they're like a bucket list band for me that I never want to see.
It
doesn't make sense.
Your best hope is to be at a festival that you're at.
Yeah.
And that's how you catch them. But they're not going to be at Bloodstock.
No, they're not. No, they're never going to be at Bloodstock.
Yeah. So you're kind of stuck basically.
Oh yeah, that's the thing that I hate them for that. Why would you do that?
Alright, my next one is we got to hold it's been in the loved ones, so it's contradictory in a way, but we have to hold them responsible for new metal.
Yeah.
And what that eventually shaped and became. As you said, how many bands probably started new metal and became a band of that style based on what Korn were doing. We're like, oh yeah, I'm inspired by that. Let me be Spineshank. I'm inspired by that. Let me be this and so on.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Crazy Town.
Yeah. On my lady.
I was gonna do If I Die, but that's Heaven Is a Half Pipe. That fucking band.
I know the song, but
OHM. Tell me in the comments, people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some fucking one-hit wonder. Or
I'll put a picture up there.
Above my head.
Yeah. So yeah, they are directly responsible for new metal.
All right. This is a statement, and this is the last. I forgot I had one more. This is definitely the last one to do with the dubstep era.
Okay.
But this actually links very much into why I don't think I want to see them live. Although I do want to see them live. This is an actual statement of a true thing that happened. On the Path of Totality tour, the opening act was Jonathan Davis DJing as his alter ego, J Devil.
That's not a fact. That can't be true.
True story.
That can't be true.
I also looked it up on Korn's website, history records, and everything like that off previous.
J-Devil.
J-Devil is his DJ and alter ego.
So,
and on their Path of Totality tour, the dubstep era, that was the opening act.
There
was more than one opening act, but that was one of them.
Did you go see them? Let us know and tell us, because that sounds like a fucking joke.
And that is why I don't want to go.
That's bad.
And I'm sure that this was the dubstep era and all that sort of stuff, so maybe that's like a thing now in the past. Maybe. But I read that line and I thought, that can't be fucking real. So I dug around as much as I could find, and even on Korn's own information, no, this isn't a Wikipedia fact, it is on Wikipedia, which is where I got it, but then I didn't believe it, so I looked further. And from everything that I can tell, that is a true statement.
It's like the name alone sounds like a joke. Like, oh yeah, J-Devil, you know?
Yeah,
take your first
like
your name.
But that statement, which I believe to be 100% accurate, is disgusting. To be honest, it makes me feel dirty saying it.
It's not exactly very comforting, is it? It's not exactly...
I mean, Path of Totality, so you are talking...
2006, 7?
Yeah, a while back now.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So that time has hopefully moved on. Whether he's still J-Devil now...
The fact that it's the first time I've ever heard it. So, yeah, I mean, I'd hope so. Because, that sounds horrible. Talking about horrible things... He's friends, actual friends, real friends, not fake friends. Friends with Fred Durst.
Yeah.
How the fuck does that happen?
Yeah. Yeah.
How? I can't imagine anyone really being Fred Durst's friend, let alone Jonathan Davis.
I mean, it's not right, is it?
And like, when I remembered this, I was like, oh yeah, and then I remembered a Limp Bizkit video where they're all in front of the screen dancing. And Jonathan Davis pops up in that, and I was like, oh shit, that's true. And then it was like Family Values. I was like, oh, for fuck's sake, this is actually real.
And this, amazingly, you would think with that one there's no way in the world we can double up on that one, can we?
Really?
I have written the bullshit Limp Bizkit pretend beef they had, and all the general hookups that they did. Things like Family Values, All in the Family.
Yeah.
All that bollocks. Like, of all the bands for Korn to like hook up with and become friends with, musically they're poles apart, and they could have fucking partnered with anyone.
But it was Limp Bizkit.
Yeah,
it's good.
So yeah, not quite exactly the same as yours, but the same, you know.
Yeah, in the same vein.
It's amazing that even how many years has it been since those two like hooked up on a musical video song, yet it sticks in our minds.
Yeah.
Family Values. That song. Do you remember that All in the Family? The two of them going, "I hate you,
oh,
and you hate me."
Yeah.
You know what? It's all in the family.
Oh, yeah.
Say
we
what?
go next
Say
then.
What? Sorry, I was just stuck in my fucking head now. Oh dear. All right. You kind of touched on this a bit earlier on, actually, when you were talking about issues, but I get irritated with the amount of praise Life is Peachy gets. It frustrates me a little bit because it's not actually that good an album. There are some good songs in it, maybe 4 or 5.
Yep.
And there is some shit on that album. And actually, as a follow-up from their debut, it's shocking as a follow-up. I honestly, you release there's your debut, and I think everyone was still riding a fucking high from that. So anything Korn put out would have been okay. And actually, if you listen back to stuff on Life is Peachy now, other than 4 or 5 songs, none of them hold up well.
No, I agree. One of the things, it's actually was originally on my list on the specific thing about albums, and I was like, people rave about this, and I remember thinking like, it's probably one of the Korn albums I've listened to, not the least because there's later ones, but up there in comparison. And I was thinking, is it because it's sandwiched in between 2 phenomenal albums?
No, it's not.
You know?
It's just because it's not very good.
Yeah.
You will have listened to it. You would have listened to it. And if it was that good, you would have hooked you.
Yeah, because I can think of certain tracks on it.
Yeah.
But if you were just sort of like,
Adidas.
Yeah, like...
All Day, I Dream About Sex.
Yeah, I don't like that song.
No, I'm saying it's not a good song. Lowrider.
Twist
is on it.
Clown.
Good songs on it. Good God.
Yeah. Good
Mr.
God.
Rogers.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are some bangers on there, but there are some shockers on there and all. Like some really, really bad songs.
It's a good one. It's a good one, and I'll lead that into my next one then, because I've sort of put that they've had some serious stinkers. Now I'm not talking about the dubstep. I'm talking about specifically where they've stayed in the realm of Korn, but Untitled, the album Untitled. Take a Look in the Mirror. These are 2 stinkers. Like generally, there might be one track on there.
I think Take a Look in the Mirror has got 2 songs on it that I like. I can't remember what the 2 are, but I know it's 2 because they're the only 2 that I've kept on my music.
Well, there you go. But that's that's 2 out of that's a stinker of an album if it's 2.
Yeah.
Untitled has one that I particularly like as well. So like Evolution.
Oh, yeah, I do. I know Evolution.
Yeah, and so on. They're stinkers of an album. Okay.
That's the 2 I have. Counting on Me, and Did My Time.
Oh, Did My Time, yeah, that's a bit of a live one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Did My Time, yeah, all right, yeah.
But that's it. And there's about 16 on the album, so that's a shocking turnaround.
Yeah, it's pretty shit, yeah.
Yeah. So, talking about music that sucks, I'm gonna start. I'm gonna do two here because I've got a kind of double header, right?
Right.
Because they're not similar, but I wanted to point out their cover of Twisted Transistor.
Yep.
Specifically because I think it's fucking shocking.
I hate it.
And it is also the lead single for an album, which I believe is a See You on the Other Side album.
That's it, yeah.
And the fact that this is Korn, man. A cover track as your lead single.
It's your lead single.
I expect more from you. For that, but also it's a terrible cover.
I don't like it.
And then my second one that comes into that is that actually a lot of their covers fucking suck.
Ooh.
Now they haven't done a huge amount, but the ones that I know that they've done, it's just Word Up.
Oh no, it's so bad. I hate it.
I thought you were going to argue with me like,
no, I hate it.
Lowrider, which we've mentioned a couple of times. Their Pink Floyd covers of Another Brick in the Wall.
I've not heard that.
It's not great. The only one that I actually came out with, which I could stretch to, is okay, is they did a cover of One by Metallica.
Oh, did they really?
It's not fantastic, but it's okay. They've even covered Jingle Bells for a Christmas.
They did,
Jingle Balls.
That's right. He's doing a jingle. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
And everywhere I looked, I checked out all the discography to see if I was missing anything else, and I couldn't really come up with any more covers they did. And I was thinking, shit, if you've only covered like 5 or 6 songs and they are them. Like, you should stay well away from covers.
Yeah, that ain't your jam.
Like, your style obviously does not work in switching to another band song.
Brilliant.
But yeah, Word Up and Twisted Transistor and Lowrider are the three.
I remember Word Up.
And you think like, yeah.
Ain't it the fucking dog, the video?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, bad.
But my next one's really simple, and it's not a slow on the song because I actually think the song's great. But if I ever have to hear "Here to Stay" again in my life, I will pull my hair out. We talked in the earlier on about freaking Unleashed being overplayed, but fucking hell, thanks to "Here to Stay's" accessibility, there was a point where, oh man, and because that is burned on my brain, and I think it's a good song, but
you need to do what I did, abstain for 5 years.
I do.
I've gone back and I'm loving Here to Stay at the moment,
but I'm not listening to it. It's just that it's so burned into my brain. And you'd go to a rock club and it would definitely be played because whereas that freaking Unleash can't be played at a rock club because of how it is, Here to Stay can be. It was built for that. Drives, like I said, good song, but fuck me, I never want to hear it again.
Yep. Do you want to go again? Because I did 2 in a row.
I've got one more. So
okay, I'll do my last one then. So this is contradictory to the Love video.
Go on.
As an easily influenced kid, they could have really done me a lot of favours by choosing to wear jeans and a t-shirt over tracksuits. And that's my own fault for being so easily influenced. And I was happy to wear Adidas, but that was because of them. But if they'd have come out wearing like some snappy fucking metal band t-shirt and jeans, that's what I would have been wearing. So,
you've been dressed a lot better.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. My last one's straightforward enough. I think modern Korn. Let's be.
I've got one more.
Oh, wicked. The modern Korn. They're just a bit boring now. I get it. They're older. Musical tastes change, and they've developed over so much times. But let's be honest. Serenity of Suffering and all that. Cool, good album. Is it exciting? Are they exciting? Am I expecting to be excited by the new album this year? I don't think so.
No.
I just think they're a bit boring. That's it.
Yeah, I agree. I think they've lost whatever it was they had.
Yeah.
Whether it was sometimes I would never want them to not, but whether it's the cleaning up and all that sort of stuff that you hear that a lot of their early albums are written when they're out of their fucking tree.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, you're right. We're not saying go do drugs.
Get back on the drink. Nah. So. While looking around for just fact checking and all that sort of stuff, I kind of noticed this one and I was like, I didn't even know this.
Go on.
All right, they've released 12 studio albums so far in total, right?
Right, sounds about right. Yeah.
And they've also released 8 best ofs.
No.
8. Now
that's impossible.
I do believe some of them that was a North American release, and then 2 years later, then there was another one that was a European release. But there are 8 individual best of Korns listed in their discography. Not just on Wikipedia, and literally they're everywhere you look.
That's 4 short of their studio albums,
and that's why. So I didn't even have to write the reason why I didn't think that was cool, because right away.
Yeah, like my reaction says
that
it.
Isn't what? Yeah, so I think that's pretty shit, to be honest.
Oh yeah.
Them 8 albums are going to be so fucking similar in track listing. It's going to be unreal.
Well, yeah, because if you're thinking, if you say you did an album every 4 years.
Yep.
I mean, how often are these best ofs coming out?
There is a period where 3 of them, although one of them was released globally, and then there was another one released in North America, and there was another one released in Asia, right, individually. But all 3 were released in the same year.
But the global one
was
applies
also
to all
in
of
Asia
it.
and that as well. Yes.
Oh my god, that's got to be a record, right? That has to be a record for like best of in comparison against albums.
Yeah. Now you don't know like if this is like record label contract bollocks.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Yeah. Or even if it's anything to do with the band, because sometimes record labels will just push this shit out themselves.
Yep.
Do you know what I mean?
But
however, it still bollocks.
Yeah, it still fucking sucks.
So there you go.
There's our 10 things we hate about Korn. Yeah, hope you enjoyed it. Of course, you wanted us to do anything that you suggest you think, man, it'd be cool to cover this. Put it in the comments. We've got plenty planned, as we always do. You know, we've got, I think, well, our next one will be Slipknot. We can probably say it now. Yeah, we'll be Slipknot.
Let's get stuck into Corey.
Yeah. Basically, 10 things we hate about Corey. So that's it. If you like the video, hit the like button, please. Hit the subscribe button. Do us a favour, you know. Help us get some fucking ad money, because everybody else is creaming off the ad stuff by monetizing my videos.
Just press it even if you don't like it. If you hate this video, press like and subscribe.
Or tell us why
and
we're wrong.
Then you can comment on all of our videos calling us names.
Yeah. That'd be fun. Next time.